You are so fantastic.
Oh, thanks.
And I love the show so much. I love you. I love your character. I love everything about that show. And it makes people, it makes you feel so good. You must hear that from people all the time.
Yeah, we do. It's the best thing about doing it. I mean, I know that you obviously get that as well, but to be in something where people come up to you, particularly women, for me, and just say, thank you so much for how you portray her, and all of us as a collective. You know, we're a really nauseatingly happy bunch in real life. And that comes through the screen, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's magical. I mean, how could you ever get bored of people stopping you in the street and going, sorry, can I just bother you and say thank you?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's just magical.
I know. I have people coming up to me going, I know you hate to hear this, but I love you. It's like, why would I hate to hear that?
Why would you ever get bored of that?
Never hate that. And congratulations, you're nominated for an Emmy. And not only the show, I think you've already you've won 3 technical Emmys, and that the show is nominated for 20 Emmys.
Just 20? In his freshman year, honestly, we were all... In fact, I ran round to Brett Goldstein, who plays Roy Kent. I ran round... Yeah, he's awful looking, isn't he? Yeah. Terrible.
Hard to look at.
I ran round to his hotel room when we were nominated and told him... He was in his underpants, which was fabulous. And Jeremy Swift, who plays Higgins... He wouldn't believe me when I told him. I just wanted to be the bringer of good news. Yeah. And I had to show him the list because he couldn't believe he was on it.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, almost everybody is nominated. Because everybody is fantastic.
Yeah. There was a lot of alcohol that night.
Yeah, I bet. If you haven't seen Ted Lasso, and I don't know who hasn't yet, but it is such a... it's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. And you sing on the show, and so I knew you sang, but I had no idea that you come from... So it's not just singers. Your mother was an opera...
My mum was a principal at Covent Garden, Royal Opera House, and before I was born. And then she was at the English National Opera at the London Coliseum until for like 30 years nearly. And both her parents were opera singers as well. So it'd be a bit shabby if I was tone deaf.
Yeah, it would. But I mean, opera singers. I mean, it's one thing to come from a family of singers, but opera, that's really,
it's the
really
real
difficult.
deal. Yeah. When my parents actually flew over to New York when I did Spamalot on Broadway, and my mum gave me a big squeeze and went, "I do love what you're doing, but it's quite shouty." She doesn't really approve of the whole, belty thing.
Right. Well, opera's pretty loud too.
Yeah.
It's not shouty, but it's loud. And you said that this is a dream come true to do this show. And I know the story, but tell everybody why.
Because I just think, I just thought there was no chance at all that I was going to get this. And previous to that, I'd said to my rep, my little girl had been very ill when she was younger. And I went out into my garden and I just thought, I'm going to ask the universe for something which is probably unreasonable, but I'm going to say thank you for making my girl better. And it was a terrible time. I don't know if any of you have been through that with your children. And I just said, God, I have to not get emotional. And I just said, could I thank you for what you've given me already, but can I please ask you for something that is close to home so I can do my main role, which is to be mama? And also, could I ask that it's something that really shows what I can do? And I hope that's not asking too much. And 2 months later, this meeting came in. Ask the universe.
That's how it works.
It is.
But wait. What you asked is to close to home, and you're literally like a half an hour. half an hour from where you work.
Yeah, I just get driven through Richmond Park with all the beautiful deer, and this is going to be a really hard job to top.
Yeah, no, I can imagine. I mean, to work that close and to be with that group of people.
Yeah.
And before we go, I have to say, if anybody watched Game of Thrones, the very famous scene where someone is saying shame, shame, and throwing... She's the woman who had...
I'm a very pretty lady.
You're the very woman that...
Oh,
shame, shame,
shame,
shame. That was you.
Yeah, I mean, that was like, really, I look like I've been dug up.
Yeah. Shows your diversity. You're just awesome. I love you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Can I just say, how people say that our show is great, being a single mum and getting all that I need to get done every day, I come home all the time and I sit down and I watch you and you bring me immense joy. You do.
Thank you.
You do.
Thank you.
So thank you.
We bring each other joy. Thank you so much. And congratulations and good luck and have fun at the Emmys.
Thanks.